You will love yourself even more today. That is what we all want in our lives, and that's the most powerful place you can be. Because love is also an energy that you give to yourself, and that is when you accept who you are. Sometimes that's really challenging, and it could have been especially challenging over the last several years of your life, possibly, or as you're experiencing the world now. But loving yourself changes all of that because you start to take this journey into your soul, into who you were meant to become, why you were born, why you were on this earth. Many, many people may not think of it in that way, but I am now because that's what has turned out to be my life. And it's something that I resisted. Sometimes we resist becoming ourselves for various reasons. We all have trauma from somewhere. It could have happened when we were younger. It could have happened we were bullied at school. It could be something. And then it just sits in us. And we can live with that forever. And it holds us back from living the kind of life that we could have. And we may feel completely out of place a lot of times. And then we can't really get to that place of loving ourselves. Maybe you came from some um, place you lived or a trauma in a neighborhood or something that told you weren't okay, that you weren't enough, that you didn't matter. And you will find it difficult then to love yourself. And in that instance, you also will find it difficult to create a meaningful life or relationships or a career, whatever it might be, because you were born for a reason. Sometimes that could turn out to be surprising. And that's what happened for me yesterday. But I'm talking about this today because I publish a Wilhelm post that's coming on May 31st, and that's the title of the post. You will love yourself even more. And then it's a collection of messages starting in 2008 actually, and just you'll go through them and you'll see that there's a progression that happens, which is how we live our lives. We learn more each year, we develop no matter what we're doing, we get better at it year after year. But we do the same thing in our society and our civilization. And that's what we're attempting to do now. That's why the world looks the way that it does. There's nothing happening accidentally in your life or our world. And we might figure that out in very different ways. And that happened to me yesterday because I was led to a Wilhelm channeling session from May 30th of 2022. And I was really kind of surprised because I don't remember it. I'm receiving cosmic guidance, and this is something that has been difficult for me to explain to people and also to accept because I never expected to do that. I never expected this was going to be my life. I had so many other careers, but this is the one that caused healing. This is the one that changed my life. This is the one that healed all these things that I couldn't explain to anyone. And I held it back because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to think I was out of my mind. And now I'm discovering that these messages were aligned and they work scientifically because that's what I was doing every single day. I was sitting down and I was writing it, getting this information connected to cosmic guidance. At first, I thought it was just for me. Turns out it's not. It's for everyone. And it's for our world right now, whoever wants to use it. And I'm saying that because I had to figure that out and I had to also accept it. We're all intuitive. We all have that small voice, inside us that sometimes we listen to, sometimes we don't. I started really listening because I had to. I didn't know what it was going to develop into. And so now it seems like I developed some super consciousness that I could access this information, and I couldn't explain that. But what I do know is that you were born for a really great reason, and you're on this planet to do something, and it's within you. That I do know because I've seen it so much. And as much as I've resisted this, I had to finally accept it after I listened to that session because it was very clear. I don't remember what comes through. I didn't remember the 36 years of messages that I've received, but they're all so aligned and take you to a greater sense of understanding of who you are. And I didn't want to do private channeling before, but because I didn't trust myself. You might be moving through that, but now I'm understanding that I'm doing that. I just finished with a private session, and I could connect to his information from what was going on for him from his birthday and then over years. I never knew I could do that, but that's what happened. And it's been happening more and more. And I'm saying this because you could discover something about yourself, but because you haven't seen it or it's new or no one else has done it, you might judge yourself. I never want you to do that because that's how we hold back the development of our civilization. People come in and they develop something new. We don't know when that's going to happen. I certainly couldn't have told you that it was going to happen for me. But now that I know what's happened, that's why I'm expanding. I'm working on this even more now because I'm have to focus. I'm so dedicated. I'm 74 and I'm going to get this work completed and done and working with my clients. And so that's why I told everyone on the after the 31st, I'm changing the rate. So if this is something that is of interest to you, if you want to really go deeper into who you are, if you want to move through all of those blockages, this work will do it. If you want to understand that right place you're supposed to be, your career, that vocation that is aligned with who you are, aligned with your soul, aligned with your life mission, this work will do that for you. Whether it's me or with the work that's in the program, it's the same thing. And at some point, we have to start accepting ourselves more because, see, the world needs your love. That's what's going on right now. The way it looks out there, it's about love. It's the most powerful energy. And that's one of the messages that Wilhelm gave me repeatedly and would also say to me that I came to be love. And I shied away from that because that didn't feel strong enough. That didn't feel empowered enough. And it turns out it's the most empowered thing that we can do. And it's exactly what our world is asking for, and it's asking for you. So these are the messages. I publish them early because I want everyone to have an opportunity to see them before things change tomorrow, after tomorrow on June 1st. But anyway, I just want you to see because I want to understand. I had to, after yesterday and finding the listening to that recording, it was just really surprising to me because I didn't remember it. And you'll see that these are the messages, and they come from 2008, like I said. And as you read through them, each year you're learning something more, you're uncovering something, you're getting a deeper sense of who you are. And this is why the reflection questions are there, because all of this work is about you delving into you. Wilhelm is never giving us anything about telling us what to do because that's not what we want. We want to know who we are. And that's what this work does. So please check it out. And decide you're going to love yourself no matter what's going on out there in the world. This is your life, and it's the most important one that you have. And you're meant to be happy and fall in love with yourself. The links will be in this video, and I will see you soon.